Greetings of the day. Hope you all are having a great time. Let's get started with our new session. My name is Ms. Prachivani, and today we will talk about how to develop a new service or a new product. Now, a company has to be clear in developing a new service. The new service development should be related to the company's policy and goals. A company needs to be good in managing the services in these changing times. Every design service is going to go through a life cycle phase. Hence, they will need a replacement or a modification. Due to various changes which are happening in the market, a new service needs to be planned with a systematic process for developing the same. A beautiful quote by W. Edwards Deming says, new product and new types of service are generated not by asking the consumer, but by knowledge, imagination, innovation, risk, trial, and error on the part of the producer, backed by enough capital to develop the product or service and to stay in business during the long months of introduction. This says a lot about new service development. Now, you see two pictures on the screen. One is of a product, one is of a service. There are 9 stages that we have to go through when we are developing a new service. The first one is exploration and idea generation. The second one is idea screening. The third one is concept development and tasting. Marketing strategy, business analysis, service development, test marketing, commercialization, and we have evaluation post-commercialization. Let's start. The first one is exploration and idea generation. Now, when we talk about idea generation, we have various sources which are going to give us a bunch of ideas. The first one is internal sources. When we say internal sources, companies can find new ideas through either formal research and development, or company's team or employees can brainstorm about new product or service ideas. Now, the company's salespeople are actually another good source because they are in daily contact with the customers. The second source is customers. Now, consumer needs and wants can be examined through consumer surveys. Then the company can analyze customer questions and complaints to find new ideas, which will definitely solve consumer problems. The third source we are talking about is other sources. Here, other idea sources include trade magazines, shows, seminars, government agencies, or new service consultants, or for that matter, advertising agencies. Then we have competitors. Now, many companies actually buy a competing new product and they see how a product or a service is designed or made. They analyze the sales and decide whether they can actually go ahead with the same kind of service. Then we also have distributors and suppliers sharing what customers feel or what kind of problems they face. Such kind of feedback can definitely help us design a new service. Now, idea screening. Here, the purpose of the screening is to pick the best idea and drop the poor ones. This stage can help save money in the product development stage. A new committee, which is formed for a new service development, can look into various factors like the market size, target market, competition, price, time and cost for development, and rate of return, which is very important. Then we talk about concept development and testing. Here, once we have surviving ideas with us, those can be developed. This is the time when we have to focus on a product idea, product concept, and a product image. Now, a product idea is a possible product that company managers might offer to a market. Now, here we can also talk about a service. Or a product concept is a detailed version of the idea stated in meaningful consumer terms. And an image is the way consumers picture an actual and a potential product or a service. Concept testing will happen within the targeted customers. New product or a service concept can be presented through word or picture descriptions. Marketing strategy. Now here, designing a new strategy to introduce a product or a service in the market is essential. The marketing strategy statement will have three parts. The first one, we'll talk about target market, planned product positioning, sales, market share, profit goals for first 2 years. Then it talks about the product or a service, planned price, distribution, marketing budget for the first year. And we have planned long-term sale, profit goals, and marketing mix, which becomes our third part of the statement. Then what we have is business analysis. Here, once management decides on the product concept or a service concept and marketing strategy, it can evaluate the business attractiveness. This stage involves a review of the sale, cost, profit projection to determine if it satisfies the company's objective. If it does, then a company can go ahead with the product or a service. Now, the actual service development. Once the service passes the business test, it moves to the development phase. This is when a large investment is expected to be done, where an idea can be converted into a service or a product. We talk about test marketing. Once the services passes a functional and a consumer test, then the market testing needs to begin. This is the stage where service is introduced to the market. It allows the marketers to gain experience in marketing the service, find a problem if there is any, and learn more information to do any kind of changes. This stage helps understand how consumers and dealers react while handling or using the service. This also helps in gaining consumer perception. Now we move ahead to commercialization. Marketing testing will give enough information to the management which will help them to make a final decision. This stage expects high investment for advertising and sales promotion. While launching the service, 4 decisions are to be made. First one is, how are you going to launch it? Then, who's the targeted market? Or which is the targeted market? Where are you going to launch it? And when are we going to launch it? The last stage here is evaluation post-commercialization. Now at this stage, the information gathered during commercialization of the service can be viewed and changes are made to the delivery process, staffing, or marketing, mix variables on the basis of actual offering to the market response. So this is the crucial stage. I hope you all have watched the video carefully. Quiz link is in the video description. Please go ahead and attempt the quiz. A big thank you to all the references or all the authors. Now there's a video which I have listed here, which will show a difference in between a product and service. Please go ahead and watch this video. On that note, Thank you and see you soon. In the meantime, you all take care of your health.